Yeah, eat, sleep, fantasy, you rockin' with the best. NFL Fantasy Football Podcast. We talking mock drafts, running backs, better follow the conversation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Eat, Sleep, Fantasy Football Podcast. My name is Dale. With us is a great, powerful, and wonderful Clayton Cadu and Armando Crespo is joining us today. We're going to have a fun-loving show because we are going to go through some positional battles. Guys, it's been a long time since all three of us has joined. So for those that have not listened to us in the past, I don't know. I'm not gonna say introduce yourselves. Clayton, when's the last time you were on, Clayton? It's been weeks. No, you were on last week.
It's been weeks. Yeah. We just did a show last week.
Yeah, that's right.
We would be on every week, but you decide to, pull shoot like last minute all the time. We were supposed to do another show last week. What happened, Dale?
I got a bad earache from Armando's house. Armando's house.
You set it all up, Dale, and you said, "Okay." I rushed home.
I forgot my charger.
And then you respond back with, "Oh right. Man, you're going to hate me. You're going to hate me. I forgot my charger."
Yeah, I did. I got everything
set up. Apparently, you only allow one charger in your house.
I only have one MacBook Air. Sorry. Wait, are you suggesting that I lied to you?
Is that what you're saying? Yeah, definitely.
Well,
didn't want to do it.
Before that, I was on Armando's farm for a week, and the last couple of days, I got a really bad ear infection. So, hey, I'm not saying anything, but
he's the only one that got it. So I don't know I think he made it up, Clayton. It's complete bullshit. I don't know how he got an ear infection and nobody else did.
Did you let it go?
Armando,
your ear?
Can you? Armando, turn down your headphones, please. Yeah, they're really loud. I can hear it through the mic. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was around the goats, I was around the chickens, and then one thing led to another, and then I got this.
But honestly, how cool is the farm, though? Really, be honest.
No, it's awesome. No, it was really cool. It exceeded my expectations. No, it was. I liked it. I liked hanging out there.
No, nice. Armando, those pictures you post, man, they're deadly, man. They're pretty awesome. Good on you.
No, it's cool. If you guys want to follow his journey, F This Farm podcast, make sure you check it out. Armando Crespo.
Appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
And his wife. Anyways, guys, we are going to go through the positional battles. Basically, what we're saying is these are the guys to watch out for as we go through training camp and going up to the season. Guys that are maybe on the fringe that you're like, okay, for instance, do you really, really, really love Mike Davis, or is the rookie Javian Hawkins, a guy to look for? Stuff like that. We're going to go through all that stuff. I'm telling you, Mike Davis is a man. And you have nothing to worry about. But there are some good conversations.
A little bit to worry about.
Okay.
Just saying.
A little bit. Okay. All right. Do you guys want to get in? One quick thing. Don't forget Monkey Knife Fight. You guys download Monkey Knife Fight, deposit, play anything, use promo code HOTDOG, and you get in the. What's going on, Armando?
Our cat's got in a fight. Sorry. It's all contained now.
Only on Eat Sleep Fantasy. But use promo code HOTDOG on Monkey Knife Fight, guys, and you get into a drawing. We're going to give away a signed NFL jersey, so stay tuned to that. It's going to be awesome. We're going to keep pushing this just for a little bit longer. All right. You guys want to jump into this or what?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Why don't we mention Fantrax real quick, Dale?
Yes,
big basketball tournament.
Do it.
Well, let's. Okay. Well, we're putting together a big 300-team best ball tournament with Fantrax. Is that right, Dale? Am I doing this right?
That's right. Yep.
Am I starting out correctly? Yeah. Salary based. All you need to do in order to have a chance to win one of our 6 signed jerseys is to beat one of us contributors at ESF on it. All you got to do is stay tuned to the show notes, and you will have all the info there. How's that?
There you go.
I'm gonna make it really easy for everybody. I've never played best ball, so if you beat me, there's a really good chance that you'll win a jersey because I don't even know what best ball really is, and I'm joining this league.
Okay, I'll break it down really quick. Basically, you fill up your entire roster, not only your roster, but your bench and everything. Week to week, it automatically picks the best players and puts them in your position for you. And so it's basically like a set it and forget it. You draft everything now, and then you just let it go all season. And as your team plays, and as the players play, things get put into your lineup. Players get put into your lineup, the best player. And then so your best your best starting lineup will accumulate points for that week. Whoever has the most points at the end of the year, that's who the winner is. But instead of we're not doing like a first place, second place. We're just doing, hey, beat a contributor and you get into the drawing to win. Just so don't be last is what I'm saying.
Gotcha. And is everyone have the same options to pick the players, or is it a draft?
Nope.
It's a salary based. So pick whatever player you want, put together a team for $300. It's your kind of game, man. You forget about fantasy all the time, so you just gotta put it in one spot and forget it. It's all good.
That's what I do. That sounds good.
And then you can show up a couple months later, and you're good. We'll still talk.
Yeah, it was kind of like that playoff league I did with you, where I you dominated the team, and then I just demolished your entire family. It was crazy.
Not my family, but you did win. You did win.
All right. Let's start off with the Arizona Cardinals. This is more of, first of all, DeAndre Hopkins tweeting the other day stirred up a little bit. We'll talk about the vaccination stuff. I guess that is pretty noteworthy there. We'll talk about that in a minute. But DeAndre Hopkins, tweeted something. He's not sure about the whole protocol and everything. Anyways, besides that, we have Christian Kirk coming into his fourth year. Had a lot of promise, a lot of upside early on. They did draft another wide receiver, Rondale Moore, and then they got AJ Green this year. Multiple time Pro Bowler here. So are we believing Christian Kirk? Because this is something to watch out for and see if AJ Green emerges. I think AJ Green's worth a flyer this year. I don't like Christian Kirk. I'll tell you that.
Maybe in best ball. Christian Kirk is playing for a contract though. This is last year.
Yeah.
I do think that. I do think you're going to see Rondale more involved right off the hop, just because of where he was drafted. And I do think that I still think Kirk's going to have his games like he has all year, but I don't know. AJ Green, I think he's going to have a few boom games, but that's about it. But more bust than anything.
Yeah, I'm kind of on board with Clayton. I like AJ Green, especially early in the season. Kind of how Larry Fitzgerald goes off early and then slowly fades away. I can see AJ Green, starting off pretty hot, and then Christian Kirk taking over. But I like them both. I think they could both be wide receiver threes. AJ Green in the slot, Hopkins and Kirk on the outside. I think that could be realistic, where they can all be viable to an extent. But I would pick AJ Green over Kirk, just slightly in PPR.
Okay. All right. I'm going to keep moving on, guys. And if you want to add, go ahead. But I'm just going to kind of go through my list of guys who I think are worthy to talk about, and please fill in if there's anybody you want to talk about. But something not super fantasy relevant, I should say. We know the Buffalo Bills are a high-flying offense, especially with Josh Allen. People are actually thinking he's going to even get better than he was last year. So we're looking at Dawson Knox, the tight end here. They didn't really make any big moves, but they do have Jacob Hollister kind of on his neck a little bit. Is this Dawson Knox position to own, or are we drafting him with confidence if we really need to?
He drops too many balls, personally. Maybe in Dynasty or Keeper League, I would take a flyer on him, but he just cannot hold on to the ball. So I think Jacob Hollister is worth a flyer, in my opinion. But overall, I'm probably staying away from them altogether. But I would lean Hollister in my book.
I do think Knox has a role in this offense already. That's the thing. I think they talked about it going into the draft that they needed depth, and which shocked me that they didn't do anything with that. There was talk about Ertz going there at one point. Now that fire got fanned out pretty quick here with him potentially staying back in Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But like I said, I do think Knox has a role. I think he kind of has a little bit of confidence from Josh Allen. I think Hollister was just more of a depth move than anything.
Yeah, with over 500 yards and 5 touchdowns, that's it's nothing to what is he
sneeze at?
I don't know what. Yeah, nothing. There you go. I don't know that you might have just made that up, but I'm going with it.
Are you guys drafting him in any format whatsoever? Is he? I don't even have him inside my top 14. I don't think.
I have a few. Deep leagues that I do have him as say a tight end 3.
Okay. A lot of leagues I'm waiting super late on tight ends, and if I do that, I'm getting my 11th, 12th, or 13th best tight end. I'd pick up Dawson Knox in the very end, just as a insurance for whatever late tight end I picked up. I'm not mad at it. And I mean that the problem, not the problem, but the good thing is that offense is potent enough to give him opportunity to score. So if you're just looking at that, he's gonna have the opportunity at least.
I think a bigger battle we should have talked about is what's going to happen with that. Who's going to step in as that wide receiver two? With you could go running back, you could go wide receiver on this team. There's a lot of question marks in my opinion. As far as they went out and got Sanders, but they have Gabriel Davis there. Diggs is their number one, but like who's their number two in this offense now?
Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing words that it's going to be Sanders. They're leading him, and Gabriel Davis is just going to get shuffled to the side. So, yeah, it's going to be a battle. I think Sanders starts off as a starter, but I can see Davis taking over. Same way as Arizona. Like, I can see him, starting off with the vet and then leaning towards the young guy as the season progresses.
Sure. One quarterback battle that we're not talking about enough, and, every time a quarterback hits the news, it's always like, oh, maybe the Broncos. But we're not talking about Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater enough. Should we be? I mean, we don't need to spend a lot of time on this, but that is not a for sure thing that Drew Lock's going to start, is it?
It's going to be a battle. I don't know who's going to win. I won't be surprised if I add another quarterback to that mix. I mean, I'd probably take Teddy Bridgewater in that mix, but I would not be surprised if there's a third quarterback they throw into that. And they might even trade for Rodgers in the end. So, yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a shocker to everyone by the end of the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like either, so I don't have no opinion on it.
Yeah. I'm not touching any of them, but
no,
that's why I said they're probably not talked about.
How can you? But they have such great weapons over there. Like they're interesting.
That's the problem. But they are. I mean, if a good, competent quarterback got on the Broncos, I mean that's a serious thing. I mean that offense could be legit.
We saw a little bit of luck though last year, though. That's the thing. Like he's a young guy. He's I'm sure he's gone out with those young receivers, a few times. I think they got pretty good friendship and stuff. So as far as rapport goes, I think Locke would technically right off the start probably have the better chance of starting. I think he's going to flash a little bit more early on in training camp.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
All right. Here's a pop quiz for you guys. Who is going to emerge in Vegas for the wide receiver group?
John Brown.
Obviously.
He loves John Brown.
I'm all about that, man. He's going to be a wide receiver too solid all season. He's a great buy. Like get him.
No, I agree. It's going to be Ruggs and Brown for sure, and then you'll have Renfro running out of the slot. So I do think John Brown's going to be viable for sure.
Yep, and don't forget about Crazy Jones. He did something crazy. I think that's why I named him Crazy Jones. I think he
Who's Crazy Joe? Oh, Zay Jones.
Zay Jones, yeah. I think he pushed somebody out the window or something. I don't know.
Then he jumped through a window.
Oh, that makes him even more crazy.
Naked, yeah. Jumped through a window naked.
Yeah, Crazy Jones.
Losing his fucking marbles or something.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna be Ruggs. I mean, I know he dealt with injuries, throughout last year. I mean, he had 13 games. He played 13 games, but only 26 catches for the year. So,
I don't know if this was smoke or something like that, but I did read somewhere that Vegas has lost, basically lost it when it comes to Ruggs, like lost the trust, I guess you would say, is that or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like they drafted him so high, and now there's people in management that are not high on him anymore. To me, I don't know. I can't see that. The kid's talented, man. He's got speed. He's got everything. I think it's just a matter of him trying to make that next big step. I think so. Hopefully that happens because I have him in a few dynasty leagues.
Yeah. All right. Last team I'm going to mention, and I'll let you guys go for it. Sub 200-pound running back I don't think can handle the workhorse, bell cow, whatever you want to call it, tag, and that's Myles Gaskin. Do you think anything else besides Myles Gaskin is going to emerge before week 1 of the NFL season?
No, I think they might sign somebody, but that we can't really talk about. So yeah, I think it's going to be Myles Gaskin. I also think that taking Ahmed or any Malcolm Brown, anybody that's back there that's on the roster, week 1 is worth drafting. I am on Myles Gaskin, the train for sure, but I'm also going to handcuff him because I don't know if he can hold the bar, but as long as he's starting on that team, he's worth, high end RB2.
Who's the handcuff on that team though? That's the thing.
I think Ahmed. It's gonna be Ahmed.
Yeah, I think you start with Ahmed, and then you see how the preseason progresses. I mean, they drafted a rookie in the 7th round. They got Malcolm Brown. I think he's going to be on the roster for sure. So
I think Malcolm Brown could be that the goal line back. Would you disagree with that?
I don't think that's
he's
crazy.
built for it. Yeah. No, I mean, Ahmed. I don't know how big Salvin Ahmed is. I don't have his stuff here, but Brown. I think that's why they brought him in.
5'11", 193.
Okay, so he's about the same. He's about the same as Gaskin. So yeah,
he held up most of the season as a starter. Last season, I can see him doing it again this year.
Yeah,
but Malcolm Brown's 222, so he's a little bit thicker.
Look, if the Dolphins are going, and I look all about opportunity and looking at each team and how much offense opportunity they're going to give the running backs and their pass catchers. They say, people like Armando is saying, hey, they're going to score a lot more this year. They're dialed in. Tua's going to get better in his second year. Blah blah blah. If that's the case, then
they don't need to get better.
The starting running back should.
even if he performs what he did last year, he's still an RB2. Like even if they continue down that same pace, they don't get better.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Yeah, I think it's realistic, and they're going to get better.
Gaskin, I could say Gaskin's a running back too. That's okay. That's okay.
I mean, especially in PPR.
Does he have RB1 upside? He doesn't, does he?
In PPR, I think he does.
Okay.
Low end RB1, low end. Like maybe he'll crack the top 12, maybe. But like in PPR, he catches so many balls back there. Like he's definitely going to be on that cusp if he holds a job all season.
Yeah, 41 receptions last year. Yeah, almost 400 yards and 40 receptions. So, yeah, I agree with that. Who do you, Clayton? I know you had a couple guys you want to talk about to look out for.
Talk about the running back situation up in Jacksonville with Robinson. You got Etienne, you got Carlos Hyde there. Who do you think emerges out of that group? I know where Dale's at with this because Dale just drafts this guy. He's like Dale's RB1 most weeks. So
maybe I'm high on him. I don't know. Maybe
on who? Travis?
No, Robinson.
I'm on board with Robinson too. Like I think Etienne's going to be great wide receiver. I'm all about Robinson. He's going to be, I would say, a high end RB2. There's that question mark there. That's why I won't put him in the RB1 category. But yeah, I think he's definitely worth drafting.
We know that Myers he's probably going to utilize all three of these guys at some, in each guy. I think each player is going to have their role. We've seen him. I do agree, though. I do think it's going to be Robinson. And then I do think that it's going to be Etienne's going to probably work as that, that pass catching back. And I think Hyde's going to, come in for Robinson once in a while. The problem is when I was doing a little bit of research on it is the fact that Robinson dominated last year. I don't know how they can just go away from him after putting up the numbers that he did in his rookie year. Etienne was drafted high in the first round. And then you got Carlos Hyde. Didn't realize, but both he played for Urban Meyer when he was in Ohio State, and then also Blocky drafted him when he was the 49ers GM, which is the GM of Jacksonville. Right. So there's all that kind of they love him obviously. So that's just kind of, I was curious about when I was looking at all that, when I was kind of reading over things, and I'm like, well, wait a sec, how are there's so much, there's history with Carlos Hyde here. So
it's going to be really interesting to see what Urban Meyer does. If he's going to try to conform to the NFL, or if he's going to say, hey, you know what I was running will work, and I'm going to do it, kind of what Chip Kelly tried to do. But will it work? I mean, I think Urban Meyer's a better coach than Chip Kelly was. So maybe there's a mixture, a combination of it. But if not, I mean, Urban Meyer, he knows how to get his guys the ball where they need to get it. And so if that's the case, that Etienne is going to get it in the open field, and they're going to make space for him. And but I think still James Robinson. I did not want to like James Robinson last year. Every week I was saying he's going to fall off. He's going to fall off. I waited week after week after week. I was waiting for him. I was like, this guy, undrafted free agent. He's the guy that they have to give the ball to just because of volume. I gave every excuse, and he kept performing. So it was like, okay, he's gonna.
Yeah.
And we
He's gonna
kind
do
of
it
got to
again.
watch out for I'm sure there's going to be a guy that's going to step up again. That we're not really even talking about. We haven't really mentioned at all during during preseason and stuff like that. That's going to step up and carve a roll out early because of training camp.
Mhm.
Just like Robinson did, right? They had him, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, Fournette gets released, and then that's history, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I will say before we move on from Jacksonville's, I think Carlos Hyde is a handcuff to Robinson, not Travis Etienne.
I would agree with that. Yep.
Yeah, I think so too. Guys, and I know, okay, I'm just going to say it. Zach Wilson will be better than the worst quarterback in the NFL. I know that for a fact. They're going to probably throw a ton, but who he throws to is going to be really interesting to see what happens in New York. They picked up Corey Davis, they drafted Elijah Moore, which a lot of people are high on. I think he has a lot of upside, right, just as a rookie. And they still have Jamison Crowder still on the team. And with a bunch of other fairly, Keelan Cole, guys like that, where's this offense going to go? Or is it just going to be
nowhere? No, you don't want them. Absolutely not.
Not at all.
I
though.
wouldn't say that.
Look what Joe Burrow
be...
did with his
Go ahead, Joe.
Sorry, I was just going to say, look what Joe Burrow did with his opportunity in Cincinnati last year. They just threw a ton, and those guys have fantasy relevance. So Zach Wilson throws a ton. Who is he going to throw it to?
Do you think Corey Davis is going to be viable? He had one half good season. Yeah. He's not going to be a wide receiver one. He doesn't have AJ Brown on the other side anymore.
It's about opportunity. If Jets are going to suck balls like they always do, they're going to have to throw the ball. Someone's got to have to go and catch it. I think out of the three of those guys that you mentioned, Mims, Davis, and Moore, if I would have to rank them, I would probably rank them Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, and then Denzel Mims.
What about Crowder?
Jamison Crowder, man.
If he's going to be, I guess he will be stuck. He won't get cut now, right? Because they had to pay him.
No,
right.
Yeah, they're ready to resign him.
Yeah. Oh, did they resign him?
Yeah, they restructured earlier in the preseason.
Oh, okay, good to know. Look at that, Armando coming in with fire already, man. Good job, buddy.
I knew we
all
needed
about this
him.
Jamison guy.
Holy man, you're exactly what this podcast has been missing, bro.
Max.
Well, then if I have to, okay, then I would still go with. I think I'd go Crowder, Davis Moore. Then I think Mims will be the odd guy out in all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who else you got? I'm sorry, I kind of cut you off because I know I told you can go ahead and give us some.
I do. What's your guys' take on the Garoppolo Trey Lance? I mean, I know that we're going to hear a lot about this during training camp.
100%. I'm sticking with John Chapman tells me. He knows his 49ers. He says Jimmy Garoppolo is going to play probably most of the season. They have a really late bye, and that is opportunity for Trey Lance to come in. But John seems to think that Jimmy Garoppolo can carry this team unless the team just totally deflates and it falls flat to its face. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to keep starting until maybe the late bye.
Yeah, 100% agree with that.
But do you not think that Lance would give them the same chance to win as Garoppolo did? Garoppolo does?
No.
He's got to me, I think what this could go one of two ways. Like what Chapman said is what you guys had mentioned, or the fact is that he goes in there with probably, I don't know, a short leash, probably the size of your dink, Dale, but blows it up in one game, and then next thing you know, I think you could see Lance come in, way earlier, way sooner than week 6 is what I heard. So
my wife says it's average.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But.
So, I don't know. I'll take average. I'm somewhere on the average scale, so that's fine. If Jimmy Garoppolo goes 6-2, they're not going to bench Trey Lance, and they're not going to bench Garoppolo, right? They're going to keep riding. This 49ers team is good enough to go 6-2, or even 5-3. Are they going to? When do they bench Garoppolo? Unless, like I said, unless they're 2-6.
I don't think Garoppolo stays healthy. He hasn't been able to.
That's all.
I think that's the problem. I think he's going to be. Niners fans are going to want to see what Lance has. I mean, they know what Lance did in college. I think they're going to want to see what he could do in the NFL. I'm excited to see what he could do at an NFL level.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. I think, yes, a dynasty keeper, I definitely think keep hold on to him, I think he's going to be something special, and he's on the right team to do it, and has the right coaching staff.
I'm hoping he falls to me in one of my dynasty leagues I'm drafting next week. I'm just praying that happens.
Yeah.
I want to say that this isn't like the Miami Dolphins situation last year where they had Ryan Fitzpatrick and they benched him when they were winning for whatever reason. I think that if they're winning, they're going to stick with Jimmy Garoppolo and they're going to continue riding that wave. If they lose, obviously, yeah, you're right. They're going to go Trey Lance, but they're better than the Dolphins, and they're going to. I think they have a good enough team where they're going to continue to win. With or without him executing all the plays properly.
Redraft, I definitely am not drafting Trey Lance.
No,
I'm not drafting him. He has upside to be a quarterback 12. Quarterback 1, whatever you want to say, ranked 1 through 12 at the end of the season. But I'm not holding up a roster spot and waiting for Trey Lance.
Agreed.
I agree with that.
What about? I mean, these aren't really sexy names right now. But what about the slot receiver in New York, the Giants, between Kadarius Toney and John Ross? That's going to be kind of something. I know they were talking about they were going to ease Kadarius Toney in a little bit, but he was already impressing throughout OTAs.
The only thing that matters in fantasy football, when you're drafting either one of these two, draft the upside, and the upside is Toney, 100%.
Yeah.
There's no reason. There's no reason to draft Ross at all.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, there was hype early on with him, but I heard, we know what Ross's speed does, but we've also known he can't stay on the field, and he's already been hurt. He's apparently already, ailing an injury already going into training camp. I do like Toney. I think he's just the more versatile, explosive receiver.
Look, I always think about this. Just start a number. What ranking do you think John Ross, if he performs well, like what wide receiver ranking do you think he would have? Give me a range. 30 to 36, right?
30, something like that, yeah.
Okay, that's the best. Toney, if he is upside, that's possible. He could be. Probably, I would think. I think so. I think his upside is top 24. So if you just look at the upside, like you don't care if you have the 40th best wide receiver on your team. It's a throwaway anyways. But if you're looking at the upside, you're going to get a wide receiver 2 for free in Kadarius Toney.
What exactly happened with Slayton? Like, did he just fall off? He just fell out of favor, or what?
I don't
know. I think he just is what he is. I guess wasn't he like a late round draft pick with probably still.
He had a couple good seasons though. That's the thing, and then all of a sudden
he had huge games. I just maybe as a consistency, but definitely doesn't help his draft stock for sure.
Yeah,
I'm not touching any of these guys you guys mentioned in this draft. Like I'm not touching Slayton. I'm not touching. Yeah, Ross or Toney in redraft.
I will look. There's a couple rookies that I will take late in redraft for sure. And Toney, he's a late round guy that I would entertain.
Yeah, I'm personally I'm off the board on all rookie wide receivers every year. Sometimes I'm wrong, but usually I'm right. Rookie wide receivers just are a bust.
If you're betting, look, if the thing I have, and I think me and Clayton talked about this a little bit, say 3, 4, 5 years ago, rookie running backs was like, don't do it. It takes too long to get them developed. Adrian Peterson was an outlier, as far as a rookie running back performing. And then you get like guys like Saquon and other guys like that to pop immediately. So we started seeing that running back shift. I think we're going to start seeing that wide receiver shift sooner or later too, where, we saw AJ Brown emerge very quickly. I'm drawing a blank, but I know there were a few big wide receivers. McLaurin did pretty well. Yeah. Debo did well. Ayuk was on a good path last year too. So I think we're going to see the wide receivers start stacking up and getting to the game a little bit quicker than we've seen in the past. So I agree. I think it's something that you don't want to bet for the rookie wide receivers, but they could pop off, and why not get them super late?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd much rather have Toney than like Jamison Crowder. I'd much rather have Toney's upside than Jamison Crowder.
Depending on where you're drafting him too. If you're drafting him like you were like late, as far as just to kind of put on the bench or something like that, I would definitely draft upside like a guy like Toney over, like you just said, over a guy like Crowder or somebody.
I would take Crowder's like potential top 24 easily. Like,
Yeah.
and especially in PPR. Like, I would definitely take Crowder over Tony.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, guys. Man, I have something really exciting to show you guys. Can I show it to you?
Sure,
you guys like
sure.
Okay, like talk, entertain yourselves, like talk about fantasy football or something. Oh, you know what you can talk about? You can talk about the vaccination stuff. Do you guys know enough about that to talk about? Give me a second. Hold on.
What is this guy doing?
Hold on. Look, it's a good surprise. Hold on.
What is happening right now, Armando? What is this guy gone?
So vaccination. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, what's your
He
take on
actually
that?
left.
Do you think these guys will actually, pull the pin like Cole Beasley, Hopkins, stuff like that?
I think it depends on their background. To put it blunt, I think Cole Beasley will definitely hold his own and end up retiring. I don't think Hopkins will. I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to get the vaccine. He's going to play.
Yeah, exactly. Or just play. Well, exactly. Just play. Yeah. But what do you think about the fact that the NFL said, like, if your team does have an outbreak, it's just an automatic forfeit?
I think they should have did that last year. It makes total sense for them. Like, it's as responsible as you want to be. It's on your plate. Definitely, I definitely agree with it. And I think anyone whining about it is just being a little punk ass.
Well, you know what? Get the vaccination, get fucking paid, right? That's how it is. Simple
exactly.
as that.
Or how about this? Like, I understand everybody has their right to do what they want. Don't get vaccinated, but live in a bubble for 18 weeks.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, you're multimillionaire. Most of them are, millionaires 5 times over, 20 times over. Go stay at the Four Seasons for 18 weeks and wear masks. I'd wear a hazmat suit. If I didn't want to get vaccinated, I would just, live in my hotel, go back and forth, and I don't know, hope for the best, I guess. But man, if you get infected and your whole team has to forfeit, and it costs you.
Well, what's going to happen? What about this? What about this? What about somebody fucking at the end of the year comes down to one game thing, and fucking they have to forfeit that game because one guy fucking got COVID? Yeah. Could you imagine? Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
And then they lose lose out on playoffs or something.
All right, guys, I have a fun announcement to make. And guess what? Okay, I'm doing this. We're also on YouTube, so I appreciate everybody watching on YouTube. Watch Clayton's face when I tell you the big payoff here. Not yet, okay? Because I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show. No. Look, I'm going to tell you what we have and what we have going on, and then I'm going to lay down a huge prize, and Clayton doesn't even know it yet. Okay. So, first of all, guys, a partner of ours, and they've been partners with us over the previous years. Very, very close to my heart and a game changer for my life. And that is Manscaped. Bam. See, I was getting this. Lawnmower 4.0 is what I got. Look, it's shiny. The presentation is amazing, by the way. And that's why I wanted to show the box. So I'm on YouTube. I'm showing the box. Manscaped.com. Basically, guys, if you have any issues, or even if not, if you want to add quality to your life and around your balls and your penis, definitely get the Lawnmower 4.0, but they have tons of other products. It's crazy how good these products are. You can shave around your nuts. They have guards, so you can, like, if you want like a nice trimmed up area, bam, that's easy. If you want it bald, that's easy too. What, Armando?
I just want to know why people shave their balls.
Once you try it,
shave your balls.
It's freeing. It's so freeing.
Absolutely.
Why? That's my only question. I don't know. I just never thought about it.
It's like, why don't you grow your hair 6 feet long? It's, why do you get haircuts? Same thing here, man. You shave your balls. Yeah, you get.
It feels fresher. It's fresher down there.
Yeah, you get fresh.
All right, I'll take your word for it, guys. All right.
You get fresh. Look, this thing is USB charge. It has a little light, so you can see, like, in the places
light.
That are shadows. LED light. It's amazing, so you can see all the nooks and crannies. And especially, man, me, I put one leg up on the toilet seat, and I go to town, and it's like you need that light because it's like shadows everywhere.
No, buddy, no, you do it. I do it in the shower. That's right. I do.
Oh yeah, because it's waterproof too.
It is waterproof. Yes, it is.
It's completely waterproof. So you can do it in the shower. No, well, we don't have 6 foot.
Yeah, exactly.
We keep with our stuff, man. Trust me.
I don't want to be this is the reason why. The one guy, this is way back in the, I'm talking about the incident like 20 plus years ago. I'm at the bar, and it's the funniest thing that's ever happened. sitting there taking a piss, and this guy's like, "Hey, buddy." I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "You ever see an elephant with an afro?" I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "An elephant with an afro." I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" He's like, "Look." And I was like, "What the fuck?" It was the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. I was like, number one, who just says something like that? And from that day, I was like, I don't want to be that guy, man. So I'm like, get me the Lawnmower 4.0. And yeah, I'm good to go. Wife loves it.
Yeah. So anyways, you guys you go to manscaped.com.
Armando has nothing to say right now. He's shocked. He's shocked.
That sounds like a white boy thing to do. Like, that's the only time I hear people showing their penis, like a bunch of white guy does it. It's like, what the fuck?
Listen, you go to manscaped.com. You buy anything, use promo code HOTDOG. Buy anything on the site, use promo code HOTDOG. Send me the receipt or proof of purchase, and me and Clayton will do a personal podcast recapping your home league draft or whatever draft you have going on. Me and Clayton will do a personal podcast. I'll add some jokes in there. We'll riff a little bit and make fun of your league mates. You send us some notes, and we'll do. I can't promise you, a time frame, like maybe like 15-minute, 20-minute episode, 10 to 20 minutes, I'd say. But me and Clayton are gonna have so much fun doing this. All that you have to do, manscaped.com. Buy anything. They actually, I'm gonna get a nose trimmer. It's a no-nick nose trimmer, and because I have hairs growing crazy out of my nose, they
got a ball deodorizer too.
Yeah. So buy anything. Send me a proof of purchase, and we will do a personal podcast for your league. So you don't want to miss out on that. Again, look at this. And this package, it's gold. It's like, and I would open it up, but it's really hard for me to do it right now. But I'm telling you, it is the best in the game right now. So if you're don't use scissors anymore, okay? Don't use your old, clippers.
Armando, don't use the one you use for your face, okay?
Yeah.
Get a separate one for that.
No. Look, I have a lawnmower 4.0, but I also have a 3.0. I actually use my 3.0 to shave my face.
So after you shave your nuts.
After you shave your nuts for like 5 years, you go to your face.
Yeah, exactly.
It's now a face trimmer. It's now a beard trimmer. It works fine. No problems. No issues. So, hey, it's all good. So anyways, I want to tell you guys that manscaped.com. Make sure you use promo code HOTDOG. Send us your proof of purchase. Anything you guys want. And then we'll do a podcast for you. See? What do you think about that, Clayton? I'm down. Absolutely. I'm down for sure. I like to see, especially with these mocks that we do every Monday, I like to see how people draft, and I'm the first to just make fun of anybody that drafts guys I don't like, especially trashy teams like the one that you drafted last week, Dale. I don't know what the problem is with you, man.
What happened?
My team was good.
No, it wasn't. No, Melvin Gordon, your RB2? No.
That's totally fine.
No, it's not. Where did Armando go?
I don't know. It's just a black screen. It's okay.
Hey, buddy.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're here.
Hey. All right.
The last team I actually want to talk about, and we talked about it in the very beginning of the show, was and we're going to do an ADP show next. I think talking about the guys to basically move up your ranks if you're drafting through ESPN or Yahoo or whatever. If you're drafting on those platforms, who to beat for ADP, and Mike Davis is definitely one of them. I love Mike Davis, but I do think Hawkins is going to get sneaky at the end of the year. Does anybody agree with me?
I don't even think it's going to be at the end of the year. I think it's going to be right off the bat. They have nobody behind Davis.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Davis is going to get 350 carries. I think he's going to get similar to what he did last year. I think they're going to put Hawkins in, fairly early. Hawkins is explosive. He's shown it in college. Yeah. I think he could potentially be this year's James Robinson.
Nice. I like it. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm going to have Hawkins.
Armando, can't hear you, brother.
No, we still can't hear him. It's okay. The show's better like that.
I muted myself on accident. Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're good.
What, Armando?
I was going to say I'd rather have Quadrio. I mean, I'm not rather, but if Hawkins is gone, I'll take Allison. I think they're both going to be the same. Like, one of them is going to show up. eventually. So I don't. You can take whoever you can talk about whoever you want, but it's not going to be Mike Davis by the end of the season.
No.
If Mike Davis is my running back 3 on my team, I think I would feel like I have a championship team. That's how good I feel about Michael Davis.
I'm high on Davis. I do like what he's going to do, especially with Atlanta. I think they're going to change their whole playbook. To be honest with you, now that they have Smith there, we saw what he did in Tennessee, where I think they finished top 3 in the run game all 3 years, or the 2 years that he was there. So I do think that Davis is going to be relied on heavily in this offense.
Yeah. Okay. See how long he can hold on to it, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he could stay healthy, I would agree with Dale.
He was look what he did with the Panthers. I mean, that was a few months ago.
He wasn't used as a running back. If they're going to run the ball, like they're going to use the other guys most likely. In all honesty,
Mike Davis was definitely used as a running back.
But not like 20 carries a game. He got 20 tosses a game, maybe.
Yeah, he got 20 touches for sure. Not necessarily.
Carries, and you're saying they're going to run the ball a lot more, so it's not going to be Mike Davis. It's going to be carrying that rock. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Maybe Matt Ryan turns into starts running the ball more.
Okay.
No?
Yeah. Last year, the final 5 games of the season, Mike Davis carries attempts 19, 15, 11, 14, 14. He averaged just over 50 yards a game for those games, 4 touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns. So, I mean, that's strong RB2 numbers. When you're getting 50 or 60 yards and a touchdown, I'm happy with that. And again, if he's my 3rd running back on my team, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I guess 3rd running back is fine. You're not going to be relying on him.
I think that's a steal. Running back, I hit him as my only running back 2. I think I'm okay with, but I'm a little more nervous.
You're completely fine.
I would definitely be drafting. If you can get somebody like Mike Davis and then like Etienne as well after that, I'm comfortable.
I would be nervous. You're definitely going to end up, in the 8th seed probably. Mike Davis, Etienne. That's not good, Dale.
Yeah.
That's not high carry possibilities there.
This is my year. Look, I have two of my leagues, that I've been chasing a championship in for years. I'm gonna get a championship in one of those 2. I'm telling you. I just feel
Which two are those? Is that the new one I joined?
The one that you joined, yep, with Armando in it. We've been doing that for 11 years. I come close a couple years. Some years, not. I mean, I'm in the middle for the most part. What
do I win when I win this thing this year?
I don't know. It's like a low stakes league. It's really for bragging rights. Yeah, it's pretty.
Like
it's
trophy or anything?
We're working on a trophy. What up, trophies, Matt?
We had a trophies, and then Wade lost it.
Yeah, Wade. 2 years. Wade was in our league. He won it once, and then he quit, and then he never sent the trophy. So
Jesus.
Yeah, don't be friends.
And then one guy locked it in his trunk for 2 years, and we just like. So we need a new trophy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and like the trophy was broken. It was bad. Anyways,
I've won twice. I've never seen this trophy. So
yeah. All right. Anything else, guys?
Yeah. What about Tim Tebow?
Yeah.
I mean,
some guy posted on Twitter. I can't remember.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go Armando. Finish.
No. I was just gonna say, like, there's a legit battle for him to be the starting tight end. Like, yeah, if Tim Tebow's a fucking starter for the Jags, I'm gonna take him as a tight end 12.
I'm hoping he does make it. Someone, I can't remember. I wish I knew who the Twitter handle was. Posted some about if you retweet or whatever and like this. Tweet it said, if Trevor Lawrence throws even one touchdown to Tim Tebow, we will buy everyone that does this a jersey. So fucking there's like 30,000 likes and everything on there. Like, good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
He'll just delete the fucking account after my guess.
Yeah. But, all that it takes for tight end 12, all it takes is like 4 touchdowns and you're good. Like you don't need much to be a tight end 12. So yeah, Tim Tebow, comeback player of the year, maybe. What are the odds on that? I'm betting $20. I bet you'd win a couple thousand.
Sure. Yeah, I'm on that one for sure.
You can do it.
If he's going to be Taysom Hill, man, for real. Like I'm all about that shit. All right, here's a real question for you, Clayton: Gardner Minshew or Tim Tebow?
Minshew.
No, you got to go with the greatest college football player of all time.
Exactly. Thank you, Dale.
No, I'll go Minshew.
Count it. Yeah, I'll take Tim Tebow. If anything happens to
Tim Tebow won't lose.
Yeah,
he will not.
He doesn't lose.
Let's see him make the fucking team first. How about that?
He's going to make that team. He's going to be the starting quarterback. Watch.
Yes. If he look.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make the team,
Trevor Lawrence.
If he doesn't make the team, he's going to end up being like GM or something. They're just going to. Yeah, they'll put him in the office.
I'm all about that.
But and he's going to make some awesome speeches to the team every year. I mean, every single game, he's going to have an awesome speech for the game for the team.
Yeah, I'm on board, Dale. I drafted him in every way I can. Tebow is the fucking man. He's going to win me a championship.
I can't wait to go back to this podcast 4 months from now.
Yeah, no, how about just at the first week of August when he gets his ass cut, or first preseason game when he doesn't even make the team? Hey, Armando?
Nope.
He's going to make the fucking team, man. It's Urban Meyer. He doesn't have the balls to cut Tim Tebow.
That's true.
The wrath of God come on him.
Trevor Lawrence goes 0-4, and Tim Tebow's sitting there, just waiting to throw the ball.
What do? You go Tim Tebow.
You give Tim Tebow the motherfucking ball, and you
then trade Minshew. Minshew's fucking the man. I love him.
He's going to get traded to the Bears or some bullshit like that.
Yeah. The Broncos.
Yeah.
The Broncos.
Yeah, that'd be a good spot for him.
Anyways, Tim Tebow.
Are we going to talk about Jameis Winston at all and Taysom Hill? Or are you guys just going to not talk about that more? You've talked about it already.
No, go ahead. Talk about
I don't got nothing.
What's your take? What's your take on it, Armando?
I'm taking Taysom Hill. Fuck it.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm all on board. He won games last year. I'm taking him.
But if he does, regardless, I'm downgrading everybody in this offense. Everybody, Kamara included.
Yeah, but Taysom Hill will be a top 12 quarterback.
No, he won't.
He will not.
No, you fucking will not be a top 12 quarterback.
All right.
Was Drew Brees even a top 12 quarterback?
No, he was awful.
Look, he doesn't even have Michael Thomas now. He's sitting, so you got Traquan Smith.
He's better off without Michael Thomas. He's better off without him.
Yeah.
Said
no quarterback ever.
Taysom Hill, top 12, is he starting quarterback? I'll make an eat bet, whatever you guys call it.
Holy fuck, yeah. What do you care? I'll make that bet right now.
If he's a starting quarterback, he's a top 12 quarterback.
Okay, write that down.
You're fucked. Okay.
Write that down.
All right. Been fucking smelling too much cow shit or whatever's on your farm, buddy.
No, there's no cows. It's goats.
Smoking too much of that weed. Smoking too much of that weed.
I had one of my brother-in-laws come into town, and I had a stash of chocolates, of good chocolates, and they're all gone. Not this brother-in-law, another one. I don't know where they went. I showed it to him, and then I opened the cabinet today. All of them are gone.
All gone. What else is there to do on the farm? You just go out and get high and walk around.
You want to hear? So talk about chocolates. I'll make this real quick here. I'm sitting in a wedding. I'm a groomsman. My best buddy's wedding. You go through the wedding and then you go do pictures after, and then you go to the reception. So I'm starving, and my one buddy's like, I got a Reese's peanut butter cup. You want it? I'm like, Jerry, I'm like, sure, whatever. Like, how much THC's in it? So I do these, like, I have these like Lego blocks once in a while, right? So I know how much THC's in them, and I'll have like just a couple dots of it, and I'll be good. He's like, oh, it's just like 2 dots, Clayton, of Lego. I'm like, oh, okay. So I eat this whole thing. I'm sitting in this wedding during speeches, and I'm just like this. He's talking about me and everything, and I'm just like, fucking, I was fine. I don't even remember the fucking speeches. So after everything's done, I go down, and my wife's like, what the fuck was wrong with you? I'm like, what? She's like, you look like a zombie up there. I'm like, oh, yeah. I look over at my buddy Jerry, and he's just fucking chuckling. I'm like, you're a dickhead.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, guys, again, everybody, thank you for listening, downloading. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you think my voice is good looking, imagine what I look like. So make sure you download, or make sure you subscribe to YouTube. EatSleepFantasy.com as a website. At EatSleepFF, you can find Clayton at Canadian Clay FF. Did I get that right?
You did.
I feel like I just blacked out. I don't know where that came from. That's the first time ever I got that right.
Yeah.
And then Armando, you can find him, Satellite Images, or the FBI. I might be able to find him somewhere in the middle of nowhere. So, all right, guys. Again, anything else we need to say?
No.
All right.
No, that was good. That was fun. Good to see you, Armando.
Love you, Clayton.
Good to see you guys.
Love you guys.
Eat Nation, we doing what we like. Tune in every week, guarantee we get it hype. Fantasy, football enthusiasts, I know you plan to be joining us on Eat Sleep Fantasy.